No, I live in the Dominican Republic in Punta Cana.
Oh, that must be nice.
Yeah, it's quite nice, quite nice. I've been living here for more than 10 years now.
You've been trading and using some of your skills to make indicators.
Yes, exactly. As I was learning how to trade, I identified that I needed some tools to guide me. So these tools are indicators. So over the time, I developed indicators for my own use. And since they were developed, I thought maybe there are other persons that might be interested in those indicators.
And how long have you been trading?
I started more or less full time in 2011, but I had already a prior small experience with trading. And then after a few years, I decided to switch career. I decided to stop my IT business, even though my business was very successful. I started to stop it and to start a career as a trader. So I went full time in trading. It took a very long time before I could really make some money out of trading. But I was there learning every day something more. I decided to change my life, to move to Dominican Republic and also change career and start a career as a trader, even though I was not sure if I would be able to have some success in trading. I thought I would be, I would have, because when you are an engineer, you think, you're a smart guy. If some people can make money in trading, why couldn't I? But in fact, this is quite different job than the job of an engineer, and even it might be a hurdle to be an engineer to trade, because this is very different logic.
Yeah.
The market is not always logic. So if you are a very logical person, it might be a problem to be willing to trade.
Yeah, I can understand.
So therefore, it was a very long path until I can say, okay, I have a very good skill in trading. I am able now to take money from the market, but it was very hard time.
What were the biggest breakthroughs that?
In fact, there are different breakthroughs. The first breakthrough, I would say, is to come to a conscious state that psychology is a big part of the success in trading, because as a beginner, we most of the time are very focused on the trading system, because we believe that if we have a good trading system, then we will be successful. But this is wrong. We can have a mediocre trading system and be successful, or we can have a very good trading system and fail. Why? Because of the psychology. So I consider that psychology is 80% of the success or of the failure. And most people are not conscious that psychology can influence their decision in trading, and that therefore, even though they might have a good trading system, they are not able to make money. Therefore, you can give the same system to 10 different persons. They will have 10 different results. This is not the system that is different. What is different is the psychology, the personality of these different persons. So first, I became aware that psychology is very important. So I had to work part, and then I also developed my skills. through order flow. I also learned about fundamental and sentiment, because if we have a look at a chart, okay, we can see a move in the chart, but we don't know why we had this move. So learning fundamentals help us understand how and why the market is moving in one direction or in another. And it also helps us search the best opportunities in the market. Because, for instance, euro might move, GPY might move, but maybe for different reasons. So if we know what the reasons are behind those moves, we might decide which is the highest probability of one move over the other. So it will help us put the odds in our favor if we have some knowledge about fundamentals. The other aspect is if we study the fundamental and we have a move in the direction of the fundamentals, then it will give us conviction in the trade. So we are not going to think, oh, the trade is not going in my favor, oh, I don't know what is happening, maybe I should close the trade. If you know you have strong fundamentals, then you will stay in the trade, because you say, no, the logic is that with the fundamentals we have, the market should move in that direction. So if it is not moving now, maybe tomorrow or in 2 days from here, it will move in the right direction. So I will wait. Okay. So having confidence, having conviction with fundamentals give you confidence in your trading decision. So you are not going to move one way, the other, depending on the market. Okay. So this is also something important. Because maybe, for instance, the market is not moving in your direction, and you say, okay, maybe I will close this trade because the market is not moving. And maybe you close the trade, and 2 hours later, the market is moving in the direction you were expecting. So if you had conviction that this is the right direction for the market, you would stay and say, okay, the market is not moving very quickly, but it should move in that direction, so I will wait. Because oftentimes it takes, you might have the right analysis in the market, but since the market is a herd, not all participants in the market will process the information at the same speed. So even if you have the right analysis, you must wait until all participants and institutional will process the information and follow that process to allocate money to the trade. Because as a personal trader, if I decide to enter the market, I can do it right now. But maybe an institutional trader has a complete process of analyzing the market with different persons. Maybe the trader must ask for allocation. He needs some permission, so it will take more time for him to put the money in the market. So even if the market could move in one direction, it can take some time before we really see the move in the chart. So this is important to understand how the market is moving, how the institutional traders make decisions, to understand what is happening in the market. For instance, if there is a news and with this news you expect the market to move one direction and there is nothing happening, you might have an explanation if you have some knowledge about intermarket analysis or about fundamental, and if you understand how the participants do interact with the market. But as a beginner, you don't have this knowledge. So when there is a move in the market, you jump in the move, but you don't understand why the market is moving. You don't understand what type of news could cancel the move, and you don't know how fast how far this move could run, because depending on the news, on the fundamentals, you know if it is something that will move the market for a few hours, a few days, or a few weeks, a few months, which is quite different.
What did you do in terms of working on psychology? Did you do some kind of personal development or some kind of something about reprogramming the mind?
Yes. So first, you have to be conscious of your mind. So there is some training, like just to become aware that how your mind is working, and then
mindfulness meditation.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So I sometimes do some specific training for psychology, and while I am trading, I am aware of my mind, of the thoughts that I have in my mind, and I try to analyze if the thoughts that I have are something related to emotions, or if it is something that is based on facts, on something logical. So I always try to come back to my trading plan and to process the information in a logical way. But to do so, you first have to become aware of what your mind is doing. So oftentimes, as a beginner, you are not aware of the roles that the mind is playing. And so you don't care about your thoughts. You don't have conscious analysis of your thoughts. You enter in a trade. You might be happy or you might be afraid. If you are afraid, you will close the trade, even if you don't know why you close the trade, just because you are afraid. But if I am aware of all this process in my mind, if for instance I am afraid at any time while I am trading, I will wonder why I am afraid. What is the problem? Do I follow my trading plan? Yes or no? If I follow my trading plan, I will say, and I will think, I have no reason to be afraid. The market was there. I did follow my trading plan. All is fine. I should go on with my trading plan. So I will calm down and go on with my trading plan and with my trading session, and the fear will disappear. Okay. Whereas if you are a beginner and you are not aware of all this process, you will be even more afraid as the time is passing by, and you will finally close your trade, even if in reality there was no reason to close this trade. Emotions can also make us take bad decisions. So we always have to refer to our trading plan and stay factual. Look what are the facts, why we enter in the trade, what is the situation now in the market, what is our trading plan, and take decision according to our trading plan, and avoid emotional trading decision. And this is why also so many beginner traders fail in trading, because most of the decision they make are based on their emotion and not on their trading plan. So even though they have a good trading system, even though maybe they have a trading plan, they are not able to follow the trading plan.
It's amazing that you've had these realizations, and in NLP, they call it dissociating. If you can step outside yourself and look at yourself and understand what is this person feeling, what is this person thinking, and do it from a perspective outside of yourself instead of being always stuck inside of yourself. Then it got really popular. Mindfulness meditation is super popular right now. It's really a process of just becoming more aware of what you're thinking and feeling.
Yeah, for instance, I have some routine on a daily basis. For instance, I am working out every day. This is to stay fit, but this is also a way to remove some stress and also to have some time in my daily routine where I can disconnect from the computer, from trading, where I can like clean my mind. As I wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning every day, I have my workout, and so for 15 minutes. And in the afternoon, for more than 1 hour, I also have a workout. I go to the beach and I walk for 1 hour on the beach.
Nice. Yeah, I bet it's beautiful there.
Yeah. So I can connect to the nature at the same time, prepare for the next trading session.
What attracted you to Dominican Republic?
I came here first on vacation for a few days. I had some excursions here in the country, and I became aware that the mindset of people here was quite different from Europe and the US, and it resonated with my thought at this time as a person living in Europe. In fact, as I said, I was the owner of an IT business that was very successful. I had been working in this business for more than 10 years. But my conclusion was that I was very successful. I was making great money. But in fact, I did not really enjoy life, because most of the time I was working, I was traveling to visit customers all over the country in France. I had my business in France, so I had to travel a lot in France. And so my conclusion was, okay, I am very successful, I have a good business, but is life really that? Is that what I am expecting from life? I had only 2 to 3 weeks of vacation within a year, so I made the calculation. Okay, if I enjoy life 2 or 3 weeks per year, it means it is only 5% of my life. So I am at this time I was 40. So I said, if I go on like that, it means that in my life I would only enjoy life 5% of the time. So I say, this is crazy. I have to do something to change this situation. So when I came here on vacation in the Dominican Republic, I saw the difference. I saw that people were making much less money, but they are enjoying life much more. Yeah. Even it seems like people with no money that were jobless were enjoying life. So I said, I have to learn something from this vacation and from this experience, sharing life with Dominican people. And within a few days, I decided that I have to change my life and maybe to move to the Dominican Republic. That it will be more something. It will be more in accordance with my beliefs and what I'm expecting from life. So it was a hard decision, because I had all my life in France. I had my company, I had offices of my company, I had my apartment, I had a second apartment in the mountain. I had all my life in France, but I decided to to change my life. At the beginning, people thought that I was crazy and that it was a bad joke, and that I will not do it, but I did it. And
that's amazing and commendable that you made that decision.
Yes, I made the decision within my stay. I stayed here for a week, so it means after 3 days here in the Dominican Republic, I made a decision that I had to come here and live here. And even if it was a very difficult decision to make, I thought that it was the right time and the right decision, that I could not go on living the way I was living at this time in France.
That's amazing. And your trading, you developed your own trading, your way of trading, your method of trading.
Yeah.
But the indicators are just different tools that you happen to be using. Do you use all of those indicators, or just
not all at the same time? It depends what type of asset I am trading and the tools that I will use to trade this asset. And also, for instance, the US, I can trade Forex, I can trade the US stock markets, I can trade futures. So I have different tools. If I trade the futures, I will mainly use order flow. If I trade Forex, I will mainly use price action and some other tools to draw, for instance, support resistance levels. I can also use order flow to trade Forex as a confirmation tool. If I trade the US stock market, I have different style of trading. I can scalp the market. So therefore, I have, for instance, specific tools to mark important levels at the opening of the US market. So, for instance, this indicator, which is called the power lines, is an indicator that I only use for this purpose of scalping the US market opening. But I also use options. I trade options with the US stock market, ETFs. And for this purpose, I also developed specific tools. For instance, I developed an option calculator to quickly define which strike to trade, which expiration to trade, to have a calculation of the expected profits that I can generate using options. So I have a lot of tools, and depending on the circumstances, I will use one or another. This is also why I have so many tools, because over the time I was progressing in my trading journey. I discovered new asset classes. I discovered new trading techniques, and so over the time, each time I discovered something new, I created new indicators. So this is endless. I always have new ideas of new tools that I could develop to help me. And for instance, I am scalping now the Forex, and I developed last week a trading panel. I already had a trading panel for swing trading, for Forex, for instance, for swing trading. I already had a panel to calculate to manage the risk, to calculate the position size. But now I started scalping Forex, and I developed a new trading panel specific for that purpose. So each time I am trading, I feel the need to have more tools to make decision better or faster, and I develop a new indicators that will help me to achieve this purpose. So this is endless.
That sounds fascinating. You come up with these things because it's something that you discover you need.
Yeah,
then you
exactly.
develop it.
Yes, really. I did not develop these indicators to resell them. I developed them because I had the need of them. So I thought, okay, if myself need these tools, if these tools help me, then maybe they can help other traders, of course. So therefore, I started sharing these tools with our other traders. I had to do a lot of work to be more comfortable trading. There is a syndrome for most people, and even more for engineers or people like that. But for most people, there is a syndrome that you can only earn a lot of money if you work a lot.
Yes.
And
a lot of people believe that.
And in trading, this is not true. you can trade 1 hour and make 1 million. The time has nothing to do with the quantity of money you can earn. So the problem is that if people do not overcome those syndromes, so they might come to the belief that if they earned 1 million in 1 hour, that they do not deserve this money. So
exactly.
And what they will do is that they will lose it all, because they will, and this is an inconscient process. They are not even aware why they lose money. They lose money because the inconscient mind tells them that no, you do not deserve this money. How is it possible that you earned 1 million in 1 hour? It's not possible. So there is a lot of work to be done with the mind to be able to support stress, to accept the fact that money is disconnected to working hard or spending a lot of time in front of the screen. This is a process. It takes years. I have lost a lot of money as I started. In one day, I lost $80,000 US. So imagine the trauma that it caused to me, and the number of years that I had that I needed to overcome this trauma and be able to trade again with confidence. So it was a huge work that I had to do on my mind to come back to trading and be able to trade without fear.
Yeah, it's impossible to not feel that all the way in your core. You gotta feel devastating. You feel
it was devastating, really. This is not something that we can say, oh, I had the training to become a professional, so now I can trade and make money, and without going on developing skills. Each person has his own limits, and maybe to overcome those limits, we have to do some work on our minds. Once I have identified which instrument I will be trading, then I try to find. I analyze the chart of the instrument. I see where there are the support and resistance levels. I see the price action, and I try to find an entry near a support or resistance level, depending on the directions that I want to enter in the position. And this entry, I can use price action patterns to decide to enter in the position, or I also can use order flow. So if I see a pattern in the order flow, or if I see a pattern in momentum, I develop an indicator that I use in Forex. This is an exclusive indicator that gives me real-time momentum shift. Unfortunately, very little people use it, but I think this is a very interesting indicator, and this is
What's it called?
This is a momentum indicator, but it is real time. It gives you, this is something that is audible. This is audible signal and visual signal. It gives you information when there are, for instance, institutional traders that are starting placing trades. When there is a fast change in the speed of the market, because the market can be quiet, and at a point the market starts moving very fast, and so I have developed an indicator to identify these shifts in the market, and this is really
useful. So it's this momentum that it's kind of like that's what identifies.
When you have when you have a lot of volume coming into the market, you can see it in the tape with order flow, okay? But this is not easy to read. So I developed an indicator that works for MT4 and MT5 that is quite easy to use for even beginners, where you can identify when there is a shift in the market. Yeah, and this is audible indicator, which is very exclusive, I would say, because there are very few indicators that are audible, and this indicator is mainly audible.
Oh wow!
So when there is momentum coming in, it starts doing click 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 click. So it means that there is a lot of volume coming in the market, and that the market will start moving one direction or the other. So you have to be very careful when the signal is coming in, and be prepared to enter a position or to close your position.